In previous lecture, we have seen simple aqua ammonia vapor absorption system and practical aqua ammonia vapor absorption system. In this lecture, we are going to see comparison between vapor absorption refrigeration system and vapor compression refrigeration system and lithium bromide absorption refrigeration system. So now we are going to see difference between vapor absorption system and vapor compression system. So first difference, the energy input for vapor absorption refrigeration system is heat energy. That's we have to provide heat by some means or heater, hot steam, etc. And in vapor compression refrigeration system, energy input is mechanical energy. That is, we have to run the compressor. Generally compressor is used in vapor compression refrigeration system. So next point is coefficient of performance. So coefficient of performance in case of vapor compression system is lower than vapor absorption system, and coefficient of performance is higher in vapor absorption system. So next point, it takes for the production of refrigerating effect. See, time required for production of refrigerating effect. So vapor absorption refrigeration system takes more time for producing refrigerating effect, and vapor compression refrigeration system takes less time for production of the refrigerating effect. Next point is that the system has less number of moving parts. So vapor absorption system has less number of moving parts. So the benefit of this is, so there will be less wear and tear and less noise. As compared to this, vapor compression system has more number of parts. So more number of moving parts. So their compressor is used there. So the system has more wear and tear due to, and more noise due to moving parts of the compressor. So next point, in vapor absorption system, liquid droplet of refrigerant have no effect or no damage. So there will be no damage if there will be liquid droplets in the system of the refrigerant. And in case of vapor absorption system, vapor compression system, liquid droplet in suction may damage the compressor. So there will be damage to the compressor in the vapor compression system if there is liquid droplets at the suction line. So next point, see here, for the heating purpose it required gas, kerosene flame or electric heater for heating purpose. And in case of the vapor compression system, compressor is used. So prime mover like engine or motor is necessary to run the compressor, and the space required for vapor absorption refrigeration system is more as compared to vapor compression system, and space required will be less for vapor compression refrigeration system. So this is space requirement of both the systems. And the last point is that the charging of refrigerant is difficult in case of vapor absorption refrigeration system, and the charging of refrigerant is very simple and easy in case of vapor compression refrigeration system. So this is all about difference or comparison between vapor absorption refrigeration system and vapor compression refrigeration system. Now we are going to see lithium bromide absorption refrigeration system. So first see here, this is heat exchanger here, this is pump, and this will be generator and condenser in a single unit. This is heating coil, this is cooling water out, and see here, this is evaporator and absorber in a single unit. See here, cooling water pump, and here sprayer. See here sprayers, here also sprayer, here pressure reducing valve. Now we are going to see lithium bromide absorption refrigeration system in detail. The lithium bromide absorption refrigeration system uses solution of lithium bromide in water. So lithium bromide in water is used. So in this system the water is being used as a refrigerant. So water is a refrigerant and lithium bromide is used as absorbent, and lithium bromide is highly hydroscopic salt. So lithium bromide solution has a strong affinity for the water vapors because of its low vapor pressure. So see here, lithium bromide is corrosive. So what we have to do? We have to add inhibitors to avoid the corrosion in it. So lithium chromate is used as the corrosion inhibitor. This system is used for air conditioning in which refrigeration temperature not below 0 degree required, that is above 0 degree refrigerant temperature requirement in air conditioning system. This system is used. You can obtain 2 degree, 3 degree, 4 degree, 1 degree centigrade temperature of the air conditioning system. So see in this figure, lithium bromide vapor absorption system is shown. This system shows absorber and evaporator. See here, in this here absorber and evaporator are placed in a one cell, and which operates at low pressure, and generator and condenser. See in upper portion here, generator and condenser is placed in another cell which operates at high pressure. So now we are going to see principle of operation. The water from air conditioning coils or processed equipments is chilled and pumped through the chilled water tubes in the evaporator. See evaporator in the figure, by giving up the heat to the refrigerant water spread over the tubes. Since see here, pressure inside the evaporator is low, therefore refrigerant water evaporates. The water vapors then absorbed by the strong lithium bromide solution which is spread in the absorber. See here, which is spread in the absorber. In absorbing the water vapor, the lithium bromide solution is maintaining very low pressure and the solution will become weak. This weak solution is pumped by a pump to the generator, where it is heated by using steam or hot water or heating coil. See in the generator there is heating coil is used in the generator. See here, this is heating coil and solution is heated in the generator. Weak solution is heated in, or strong solution is heated in the, see here, the solution is heated in the generator. The weak solution lithium bromide from the absorber to the generator is also passed through the heat exchanger. So this weak solution gets heat from strong solution in the heat exchanger. See in heat exchanger, see here, this is heat exchanger, and in heat exchanger the weak solution of lithium bromide from absorber gets heat from strong solution. So the quantity of steam required to heat the weak solution in the generator is less. So now see, the refrigerant water vapors form in the generator due to heating of the solution are passed to the condenser, where they are cooled by the cooling water flowing through the condenser water tubes. See here, supply of cooling water out, and from here cooling water in. The cooling water for condensing is pumped from the cooling water pond or tower. See there, cooling water pond or pond is there. This cooling water first enters the absorber, where it takes away the heat, condensation and dilution takes place. Now the condensate from the condenser is supplied to the evaporator to compensate the water vapors formed in the evaporator. See here, the condenser from condensate, or condensate from condenser. See here, condenser, and condensate is supplied to the evaporator. See below, there is evaporator to compensate the water vapor formed in the evaporator. Now the pressure reducing valve, see here, pressure reducing valve is there. This pressure reducing valve, what is the function? It reduces the pressure of condensate from the it reduces the pressure of condensate from the condenser pressure to the evaporator pressure, because evaporator pressure is low and condenser pressure is high. The cooled water from the evaporator is pumped to the sprayer in the evaporator in order to cool the water for air conditioning flowing through the chilled tubes. See here, tubes will be provided in the evaporator, and there the cooled water from the evaporator is pumped and sprayed over the tubes for the cooling purpose. So air is cooled there. So this completes the cycle. See here the different parts. Here heat exchanger here, condenser and generator is placed in a single unit, evaporator and absorber is placed in a single unit, and pump is used here and here also for pumping the cooling water, and here for pumping the weak solution. Now see here, in this system water acts as a refrigerant and lithium bromide acts as a absorbent. So water is a refrigerant and lithium bromide is a absorbent. So we can get above 0 degree centigrade temperature for air conditioning unit, 1 degree to 1 degree and above. So we cannot go for 0 degree or below, because the refrigerant used is water. Lithium bromide used in the system is highly hydroscopic salt. So it has a strong affinity for the water vapor because of its low vapor pressure. Since lithium bromide is corrosive, so what we have to do? We have to use inhibitors like lithium chromate, to avoid the erosion and corrosion of the metal parts in the contact with the refrigerant. Then this system is used for air conditioning, in which low refrigeration temperature not below 0 degree centigrade is required. The pure water vapors rises in the generator due to external heat supplied in the generator. Here we use heating coil or any means for heating the refrigerant. Since the lithium bromide salt does not evaporate, hence it eliminates analyzer and rectifier. So there is no need of analyzer and rectifier here. Further, pouring of the water from the evaporator in the lithium bromide system will be eliminated. So this is not necessary to pour the water from evaporator. The overall working pressure of the system is above 0.15 bar, that is 100 mm of Fg absolute. Since the difference between the working pressure between evaporator and generator is very small, there is negligible energy requirement for the pumping system. Now see here, the evaporator can be located above the 1 meter above the generator, while the absorber should be below the evaporator. In the diagram all the details are shown. So this is all about lithium bromide absorption refrigeration system. See here, this is another diagram for lithium bromide system without pump. Here pump is eliminated. See here different parts. Third part is generator and condenser steam in, steam out is used for heating. See here separator, condenser, evaporator and absorber. Those are the different parts here, and cooling water is used. See here supply of cooling water. So this is lithium bromide absorption system without pumps. Once again, see the different parts of the lithium bromide absorption refrigeration system. Here heat exchanger is provided. Here strong lithium bromide solution flows. Here weak lithium bromide solution is shown. In upper unit, condenser and generator provided in a single system. So pressure is high there, and below vapor. See here evaporator and absorber is provided in a single unit. So cooling water is used for the cooling purpose. Here condenser and generator. So heating coil is used for the heating of the refrigerant. So see here pressure reducing valve is there. here evaporator, and below evaporator absorber is placed. See here, cooling water is supplied externally with the help of pump. So this is all about lithium bromide absorption refrigeration system. In this lecture we have seen difference between vapor absorption refrigeration system and vapor compression refrigeration system and lithium bromide absorption refrigeration system. In next lecture we are going to see Electrolux refrigerator, that is Electrolux ammonia hydrogen refrigerator. So thank you everyone for watching this video. If you like my videos, then please subscribe to my channel TechnoSouls Creation and stay tuned for more updates. Thank you. Have a great time.